And we welcome you to the south side of Chicago and Guaranteed Rate Field. We've got baseball on the show. It's Montreal going up against the Chicago White Sox. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Ready to go? And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Nate Eaton. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And Benintendi able to make the grab. And there's one down. Okay, let's check out the lineup. And one to watch, of course, their three-hole hitter, Brett Bryant.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But for me, it's all about and starts his swing. So much consistency. That bat stays in the zone for a long time, and he squares up the baseball a lot.
Back up the middle and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. And now, Brett Bryant, one of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Line drive. Robert puts the squeeze on that one. Runner tagging for third. And he moves up a base. So 2 away with runners at the corners. Lau at the plate. 3 hits last night. So he was a big factor in getting that win. On a line. And in one hops the wall. One runs in. Runner holds at third. So just 1 across on the play. Jorge Soler up at the plate. Here's a 1-1. Here's a swing and a drive. This one headed down the left field line. If it's fair, it's gone out of here.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
It's not often someone hits a baseball this hard. It's worthy of the StatCast treatment, Singy.
Well, I was anxious to see what that exit velo would be, and wow, 116 miles per hour. StatCast absolutely lives for these moments. You know, it's so cool to get that kind of data back almost instantly. Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
And now Christian Bethancourt. And there's a hit. Franco on his way home. He'll score easily. And the lead is up to 5.
Picks himself up an RBI. Pretty good spot. Hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
On a line, base hit. So Margot is aboard.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing.
New pitcher now, Davis Martin.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Line drive. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. All in all, 10 come to the plate. They bat around and 5 score. On to the bottom of the first. The Polar Bears have the advantage, 5-0. Welcome back. And towing the slab, Pablo Lopez. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, last time out, picked up the win, didn't allow a run, pitched extremely well. He doesn't have to be perfect, but if he can give another performance like last time out, his team will be happy.
Chop to the right side, fires over to first. Yeah, they take care of Anderson for the out. Andrew Benintendi up to the plate. 0 for 6 in the series so far. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Gassed it right by him. Eloy Jimenez now. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
And welcome back. Yandy Diaz now. That's hard hit on the line. Could be extra bases. And that's going to roll to the wall. Diaz into second, and he's got a double.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously? We're starting with this already? So, man aboard. Here's a speed threat. Brett Bryant singled and scored his first time. Now a screamer into the outfield. Robert makes the catch, and there's one down. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up, he'll find a hole.
Harold Ramirez at the dish. Puts a bunt down. Whips it to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
Well, the safety squeeze can be tough to defend, especially with a good runner at third. You can't risk trying to be overly aggressive and make a play at the plate and give up that easy out at first.
And now it's Brandon Lau. Next offering is fouled back. The pitch. There's a swing and a drive. It bangs off the wall. Fires to second too late, and he's got a double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the bat.
Now this ball is down and could score a run. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's 7-0. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
And that's going to roll to the wall. Plays the plate, and he's out. He tried for the inside the Parker, and he couldn't make it. But 1 run does score on the play before the inning ends. So they get 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors, no one left. We go to the bottom of inning. Bottom of the second. Luis Robert now. Fouled off. He was late.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some guys. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Andrew Vaughn now. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. The wind of the pitch. Going to count 1 and 2.
1-2.
Got him swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Already 3 strikeouts here in the early part of this start, so I think the guys further down in this lineup might need to take notice, take some notes, share some information. Got to bring a better plan to the plate, or else it's going to be a really difficult game. Disrupt this pitcher, do something to get him out of his rhythm.
Here is Yoan Moncada. Got him swinging. Nothing doing for the White Sox, and they're on the short end of an 8-0 score. New inning getting started, and now the catcher comes up to him. Christian Bethancourt. That one back up the middle, and it gets through.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Manuel Margot up to the plate, and a sac bunt here, and he grabs it in foul ground.
Well, these guys really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It jumped all over by the time he got the hook.
And they tag him out.
I mean, when you're chasing the opposing starter in the first inning or two, that's just such a tone setter for the game, and it puts the other team back on their heels, and it instills a lot of confidence in your lineup from top to bottom.
Next to hit, Nate Eaton. And the slider catches the zone. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Next offering is in for a strike. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Robert hustles it back in. Lead runner puts the brakes on, so now it's runners at first and third.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Digging in, Brett Bryant. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. And he pumps it a strike. In the air, right field. Garcia puts it away, and that is that. Here on the south side, leading off, Elvis Andrus. The 1-1. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. The pitch. The punch out there, and 1 out now. And now up to the plate, Yasmani Grandal. To the right side, Bryant takes it himself, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third. 2 outs, base is empty. Leori Garcia up to the plate. Goes down looking. Shy Sox held in check here. Still 8-0. All set for the start of the inning. At the plate, Harold Ramirez. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Drilled to left center, way back there, and that is gone. An absolutely majestic shot, and they boost their lead. It's 9-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Ronaldo Lopez gets the call from the pen. He last pitched 2 days ago. Here's the second baseman, Brandon Lau.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
That one is absolutely belted. gone. Brandon Lau bops one out of here, and they tack one on the board. It's 10-0. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
And next is the designated hitter, Jorge Soler. He's already homered in this game. Strike two.
1-2.
Oh, and now this one's crushed. This one's on its way and gone. That'll fire up the dugout. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they add on. It's 11-0. Singy, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one. Back-to-back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. Pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not. But I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout to try to slow down this offense.
Now batting Wander Franco. Lined, and that's a base hit.
He was all over that one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Man at first, and here's the catcher, Christian Bethancourt. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Here's Manuel Margot. And he deals. On the ground. Over to Anderson. On to Vaughn. 2. So the batting order turns over, and stepping in is the speedy Nate Eaton. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
That one the other way, and that's a base hit. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Back-to-back base hits. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Now this is in the air. 9 batters come to the plate. 4 of them score. We're midway in the 4th. The Polar Bears on top here, 12-0. 4. And the batter now, Tim Anderson. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Quite the start to this game on the mound, looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. The White Sox still looking for their first hit in this one. Swings through it for the K. Pulled the string on the changeup. 2 outs, base is empty. Eloy Jimenez steps to the plate for the White Sox. Next offering is fouled back.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Kicks and deals. Now a fly ball to right center. dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. And he's into third with a 2-out triple.
Seeing some good swings from him right now with consecutive extra base hits.
Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of...
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. The White Sox leave one. Hasn't been their day. It's 12-0. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound. To start the 5th, Joe Kelly.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Did one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Not stopping. He's going for 3. Throw cut off to third. Not in time. He's safe.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
So man aboard. Now here is Brandon Lau. At the belt and fires. Swung on, belted. Robert going back on it. And that one is off the batter's eye. Wow, out of here. He'll circle the bases. His second home run of the game. It's 14-0. And their 5th home run of the game.
Some things in this sport are contagious, Boog, and right now for these guys, clearly it's the long ball. There was a sinker up in the zone. It looked like it came out of the pitcher's hand a little bit too early. Doesn't have the velocity that good four-seam fastball does. And at the plate, he didn't miss it.
And now the DH, Jorge Soler.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at-bat.
And a pitch. And that one lifted in the air center field. And a base hit. Man at first. Here's Wander Franco. He's got a single, a double, and a triple in this game. A home run gets him the cycle. Line drive to short and caught. Christian Bethancourt now at the plate. Here comes a pitch. Ground ball, could be 2. Andrews to second, and it's a double play to end the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. Last half of the 5th coming up. You're back here at the ballpark, and here's the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. Into center and a base hit. And now Yoan Moncada. So now 1-2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Lopez gets the swing and the miss, and there's one down.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent.
Makes the grab, 2 down. Yasmani Grandal up to hit. 0 for 1 so far. And a count 1-2.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower.
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. So a man left for the White Sox, but this one's pretty much over. 14-0. Back at Guaranteed Rate Field. All set for the top of the 6th. And now the center fielder, Manuel Margot. Kicks and fires. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side. And the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And now Nate Eaton. Swinging a line drive and a base hit up the middle. Lead runner around second. The throw in, and he's out. Down the third baseman, Yandy Diaz. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. Eaton around third. He will score, and the lead continues to grow.
That's back-to-back singles for him. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
White Sox going with a new arm. Base hit, left center field. Diaz around second, headed for third. Diaz coming home. Play it home. He's safe. And they extend their lead. Mansingy, he hit that ball right on the sweet spot. According to StatCast, the exit velo 110 miles an hour.
Yeah, Boog. I mean, that right there is an absolute missile. And he just put a great swing on it, squared it up perfectly. Those are the ones that feel really good.
Man at second with 1 away. Now it's the right fielder, Harold Ramirez. Swing and a base hit. Runner from second crosses the plate, and the lead continues to grow. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Everything came together for him. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
Now it's the second baseman, Brandon Lau. Bomber deals. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Bounce to the left side, and it gets by him. Into third now, so runners at the corners and 1 out.
They are really feeding off each other. That's 5 hits in a row. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. And that is the third out of the inning. 3 runs on 6 hits, no errors, and 1 left. On to the bottom of inning number 6. The Polar. Welcome back. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Leori Garcia. Line drive, base hit.
Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Puts it away for the out.
Yeah, I'm looking at his body language, and he just doesn't seem like things are in sync, and the ball's just not coming off his bat the way it did earlier in the regular season.
Andrew Benintendi steps up. Eaton makes the grab on the run. Here's Eloy Jimenez. And now 1-2. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. And that'll do it. The White Sox leave 1. They're in a wee bit of a hole Down 17-0. Top of inning number 7. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Wander Franco. That's ripped. Base hit.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
So, man aboard. Here's the catcher, Christian Bethancourt. Lined, and that's a base hit.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Pulls up on it, and that's a base hit. In there safely.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing. And
that's a laser base hit. 1 run is in. Now 2 runs score. It's a double. 3rd hit of the night for him.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
So they turn to the lefty in this spot, Garrett Crochet.
Huge opportunity to add on to the lead.
And that one is lifted in the air. He's got it. Both runners tagging from second and third. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. And they extend their lead.
Oh, that's the 3rd run of the inning. And these guys are doing a nice job of executing at the plate right now.
And now the first baseman, Brett Bryant. Swing and a ball popped up. And that's a base hit. In comes the run from third to add on. And the lead continues to grow.
Comes through with the RBI. With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a long dart in there, and he found a way.
And it falls. Oh, the throw is wild. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. So first and second with 1 man gone. Here's the second baseman, Brandon Lau. Grounder might be 2. Over to Andrews. And still another double play. Their 4th tonight, inning over. So it's a 4-run inning on 6 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 7th. Bottom of the inning. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Sox, Luis Robert. Swing and a miss.
You know, these White Sox, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
In the air, left field. And there's 2 down. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
Base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good.
On the ground, out to short. Franco on to first. And that is back here on the south side. Now at the plate, Jorge Soler. The wind and the pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
You know, this group of hitters putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They keep finding themselves behind in the count, but it really hasn't mattered in this one. 7 of their hits have come in disadvantaged counts, and I think that helps create a mental advantage for these guys.
And here is Wander Franco. On the inside corner for a strike. One down, base is empty. Out towards right center field. That gets down for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Another hit. I mean, these types of performances at the plate don't come around too often. This is pretty special. These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
Man at first. Here's the center fielder, Manuel Margot. That's a strike. Franco, the runner at first with two gone. Up the middle, and that chance handled. That's the third out. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. Last half of the eighth coming up. The Polar Bears on top 21-0. And welcome back. On to the bottom of the eighth. Now it's the White Sox catcher, Yasmani Grandal. The 1-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. The other way, and he beats the shift.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you...
To Franco for one. On to first, double play. Here's Tim Anderson. The pitch. In the air, right side. That one gets down for a hit, and that extends the inning. So two down. Andrew Benintendi steps to the plate for the White Sox. In the air, out towards right center. Margot pulls it in on the run. Here on the south side, now Nate Eaton. And a pitch. On the ground, right side. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. Next to hit, Yandy Diaz. And a 1-1. Foul ball there. Eaton aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Guys become defensive, and all of a sudden, for the hitter, that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And here is Brett Bryant. Base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
Stepping in, Harold Ramirez. He swings and fouls one off. One out. Runners at first and second. Line drive, base hit right field. And they stop him at third, so bases loaded with one away.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing.
Swing and a laser off the bat. This looks like extra bases. And now let's see if he goes for it. Ramirez around third. He scores as well. They clear the bases and they extend their lead. He's got the cycle into third with a triple. One of the rarest feats in baseball and history made here today. Huge congrats to him.
And we maybe only see this once or twice a year in the majors. It takes a hot bat, a little bit of luck, and of course a lot of talent. Special to be a part of it, even as broadcasters up here in the booth.
New pitcher for the White Sox, Kendall Graveman. This guy can bring it velocity-wise. Runner at third with one gone. Now it's the DH, Jorge Soler. And the right-hander deals. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Runner from third comes across, and the lead continues to grow.
Well done. Drives in the run. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just
line drive, and that should be extra bases. Soler around third. He's in with a double, and that's his second double of the night. Play at the plate, and they cut him down. So digging in, Christian Bethancourt. Just a slow ground ball this time. Tosses to first, and that is that. Bottom of the ninth. Bottom nine, and now the DH, Eloy Jimenez. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2.
He's been so sharp today, even over 100 pitches thrown. His skipper is leaving him in there to finish the job.
Line drive, base hit. Around first and hustling for second. Ramirez quickly throws it in, and they hold him at second. Maybe this is going to be the moment they start the comeback. And now it's Luis Robert.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
And a count 1-2. Man at second. Line drive, base hit. Jimenez coming home. He scores, and they're on the board, but lots of ground to make up.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
And now Kevin Cash out of the dugout and ready to make a move to the bullpen. Pablo Lopez gives way, and he was excellent. Really controlled this game on the mound, and we'll have a new arm for you in a minute. New pitcher on here, Edwin Diaz.
Power slider guy, Boog. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
And now Andrew Vaughn. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2. Set down on strikes. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3. Yoan Moncada with a chance to hit. Hard hit, left field, base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Now it's the White Sox catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Next offering is fouled back. 2 outs, couple of base runners at first and second. And there's ball 4.
Take your base.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
And now here is Leori Garcia. Base hit and a run in to score. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play, and they're on the board, but lots of ground to make up. So the lineup flips over, and now it's going to be Tim Anderson. Next offering is fouled back. First and second, 2 down. Lifted in the air, right center field. That's a hit. They're waving Grandal home. He'll score, and they're on the board, but lots of ground to make up.
Back-to-back singles. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Ryan Thompson will take over here on the ground to third. Ball game.
Offensive explosion today for these guys. They gave up a few runs, but they had more than enough firepower to turn this one into a blowout.
Well, this one ends in a blowout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 55 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Mm-hmm.